Leif, so you got a lot of playing time last year. What did last year do for your development as an offensive lineman?
I mean, I think the first thing was just like confidence, like getting to see myself in that Pac-12 play. Get to work the technique I've been doing the last 3 years. Really getting that opportunity. I think that was just like super good for like just the confidence and just gaining that trust with the rest of the 1-0 line and just working with them and just really getting to see what super good ball is. And then obviously playing against some really great opponents obviously made me a lot better too in that sense.
And then you've done some work with the Boys and Girls Club.
Yep.
What can you share with us about that?
Yeah, so far, like I've done some visits out there with them, helped out with the kids. We obviously played some dodgeball, did some fun stuff like that. My plan for the future with them is to do a clothes drive. And then during the season, I want to get some of those kids out to the games so they can really experience like that excitement and get to see the guys, and just get to see Arizona football.
What inspired you to do that?
We do a lot of stuff with the team, but I feel like it was important that I did something kind of on my own, kind of my own little gesture towards Tucson for being such a great city to me and, kind of really become my family the last 4 years. So.
And then when you were brought to Tucson, you were a Sumlin guy, right?
I was, yeah.
Okay, so what would have been the process like for you just going through multiple coaching changes?
Yeah, it's interesting because when I first showed up, there was a guy, Josh McCauley, and he had gone through 3 coaches. I'm like, I couldn't imagine going through that, but here I am. But, from Sumlin to Fish, it was a very quick turnover. I didn't spend a lot of time with Sumlin, nor did I really get to talk to him a lot because it was so brief. But my time with Fish, obviously that grew me as a player quite a bit, of being as young as I was when I first met him. And then I think, Coach Brennan coming in and Coach O, for a matter of fact, just this new staff has just been really good for us as players, technique-wise, and everything they're doing right now. It's not taking us in the wrong direction, I'll tell you that much. It's especially for O-line development, they're doing like a really great job.
Wendell, how has this spring been so far compared to maybe previous springs as far as the way the offensive line's been worked?
I really only had one previous spring, but it's pretty fun. I mean, it's straight to it. It's like ball to ball. So yeah.
How does Coach Odo be compared to Coach Brennan?
He's very detailed. He's very detailed in his line of work. It's more man and where we declare and everything. But like he has basically a call for everything and trying to learn his offense. I feel like it's making me a better football player.
Wendell, this is the first time we've talked to you. What was the process like leading up to you signing with Arizona?
So my high school career, I really didn't have any offers or anything. And my senior year, I got an offer from HBCU called Morgan State. And after I did a visit and I came back home, I heard that the head coach kind of left for the NFL. So I did the whole thing and kind of like just took myself out of that situation and I was free. But after that, I had like nowhere to go, So I kind of had my heart set on going to LBCC with my brother, going to play with my older brother. And then after that, Arizona came, Coach Nansen, and he flew out to Long Beach that morning, and I talked to him, had me on a visit that night, and ended on a visit.
And then what can you share with us about the relationship that you have with your dad?
My dad is a very special person to me, especially my siblings. So we kind of built our family around him, and it's just all love. I feel like he's always watching over me and my family, and I feel his presence all the time. So.
And then, what did your dad, teach you growing up? What was that relationship like with him?
My dad is kind of taught me to like grow up fast. He kind of prepared us for what happened, and after that, it was like, get to work. It was sad that it happened. It was a big hit to my family, but like trials and tribulations, we come on top, and glory to God, I'm here.
Ryan, where does the nickname come from?
Started when I was a little kid. We had Pop Warner back in Utah, Little League. Not too big, Salt Lake City, Utah, West Valley City, and so I was just doing my thing, and popularity grew, and then it just grew from there as I moved to Cali, played some high school ball.
Was it because were you bigger than everyone else, or something like that?
I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just ran through whatever was in my way. Did my job, played both sides of the ball. So yeah.
And now, so the first year you were here, you didn't get on the field. How do you build off of like having that red shirt here and having to learn without the in-game reps?
To be honest, at first, yeah, I felt some type of way, but obviously, I just changed my perspective on it. It is what it was. It all fell on me, so it's gonna be up to me to change that. And I definitely took advantage of that time my red shirt year, and we're just ready to go this year.
What did you learn from a guy like Jordan Morgan, who you guys are going to be watching going to the NFL draft this upcoming April? So just getting to be behind a guy like that and learning from.
Oh, you learned a lot. We all actually learned a lot from each other. Jordan, he was an OG here. He was obviously the top dog, but obviously there was other dudes, that were here in his class as well. And the whole line, we all really won. Like one messes up, like there's always someone there, to let them know what's up. Accountability, and that's something that's really been that plays a big part in this team. With that family and love part in the culture. So yeah.
Rhino, why do you think Jordan is a first round pick and an NFL player?
Like, film don't lie. Puts it on tape. Plain and simple but not easy. But yeah.
And then Wendell, the moment with I believe your mom last year going to the bowl game, and she surprised you. What was that like?
I'm not kind of the hurrah guy or like gonna exaggerate or anything, but when I did see her, I was like just filled with love and like thankfulness that she was able to be there.
It's been about 3 months since the coaching change and going through that. Now you're into a spring. Just looking back on for all of you, did you feel like you made the right decision sticking here? And how much did you give consideration to looking elsewhere?
I think when it initially happened, obviously, as y'all probably talked about and heard, it was a bit of a shock to us. And I think a lot of guys were put into a position where it's like, oh, shoot, what do I do now? Like, do I stay? Do I go? And all that. And I think really what it came down to was, okay, regardless of whether the coaches are here, we have the pieces. Like, we have the guys. And more than that, we have guys that really love each other. You know what I mean? So I think that was the biggest thing. When you keep like a group of guys, especially in a game full of NIL and all that, the fact that guys are sticking around strictly based off the fact that like we love each other and we trust. Like I trust that like Wendell's going to do the right thing on the field. I trust that every other guy in my line and on my offense is going to do the right thing because I've played with these guys. I've done more than just do football. Like I've hung out with these guys. I've really got to know them, and it's a different feel. Than like what we've had in the past in terms of teams, and I just really like what we're doing. So I think we all just wanted to keep that going.
When you first got here, you weren't thrown into the mix. You kind of had to work your way in. What was that process like in the early stages here at Arizona?
It's hard. It's hard coming in as a true freshman and trying to make a name for yourself. But when it gets down to it, you just gotta work. Just work your way into it, work your way up, and just keep learning because like you're never gonna stop learning. So just keep learning, and then you get there.
When did it start clicking for you, do you think?
One more question.
It clicked for me probably during our bye week before I think it was Washington. That week, like something in my mind just told me like amp it up, go harder, like give more, and like a couple weeks after that, start playing. So I feel like the bye week was the turnaround.
And then question for all you guys, what do you guys think about EA Sports and being in a video game?
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously a pretty cool thing. I mean the fact that it's like EA Sports, it's in the game. It's like we're in the game. You know what I mean? Like the fact that we're doing that, that's insane. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, grew up playing NCAA. Me and all my cousins. Xbox like 360. I just remember like, dang, like pretty soon that could be me. Like, and then now that it's here, I remember they took it out, and then now they bring it back. It's like, oh snap! Like okay, like dang, it's just surprise. It's over. I mean, not overwhelming, but it's a good thing, Like,
Yeah.
like dang, it just feels good. Like it's pretty good.